Hello guys, today I'm making my first ever mapping video, and the first is going to be what if the Czech Republic tried to form an empire. So I'm going to show the Czech Republic. Now, what is the first thing the Czech Republic does? Now, I'm not counting alliances, and I have to... Yo, takie? Hey guys.
We can basically attack literally any coastal nation. We have to use that to our advantage. We're not locked in the Mediterranean like so many other micro nations when I place them. There's also Fiji down here, and also gotta keep in mind I can steal some stuff from France. France has a lot of things in the Pacific, including these islands out this way. I can't remember what these are called. Okay, I really need to get my first troops up because I can't even see where my home island is. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Wow. I was hoping I'd be able to click on something that would take me back to my island. I think this is it. No. There I am. GDP 197th in the world. Oh, Italy's declared war on San Marino. Well, we're gonna slowly. Oh, they got defeated immediately. We're gonna slowly start ranking up here as other nations start dying all around.
Sorry guys, I had to do something called lock the dogs, so now I had to add Kosovo, Montenegro, and South Sudan. Best borders I could do. So what would the Czech Republic do? Well, they annexed Kaliningrad.
Try to take advantage of that, come after them. Yeah, everyone's going to war with Russia. Okay, all of NATO, literally all of NATO. Now, I could potentially try to pick up some stuff here in Siberia. India's definitely going to
then they unite
Pakistan, but I can't imagine how bad those peasant revolts are going to be. Russia's declared war on Georgia too now. Why not just make it even worse? Why they'll probably declare war on China soon, just because I don't even think it's really worth it to go after their body here.
Immediately the Czech Republic.
So maybe the AI will stack wipe Russia, take out everything they got. I mean, defensive power. There's
so first,
joke goes viral, provokes Palau and Solomon Islands. We need to keep an eye on all those islands that I don't really pay attention to much because I'm right next to all that stuff. How are you allowing the Russians to win on 3 different fronts in Georgia? They're expanding Kaliningrad and in Ukraine. Take these forces out. What are y'all doing? Especially with America. Wow. They're almost allied to Venezuela and Cuba. They're cool with them at least. Possibly Turkey as well. I might first try to go after Pakistan, to be honest. You need to wait till we get all of this stuff up, though.
Oh wait, I
forgot a lot of extra population, which we could really use. We don't have much of that, so population, bam, if we can get that, that'd be nice. It helps that the Indian AI is attacking the north. Of course, they
guys, I just have to fill in this.
Territory here. I'm excited to see if the military research that we're doing, if this makes a big difference or not, fighting more efficiently. Russia's down to half the amount of commandos or less than what they started with. They also stopped invading Ukraine for now. India can get rid of all these population that they're shooting, because I thought that at first we'd be able to attack Siberia and Russia, but it's looking more and more likely that we want to attack
they do it first. Also, I'm not counting alliances because NATO will absolutely destroy Czechoslovakia or the Czechs for invading. I just put my this yes. I also don't have a PC.
What did you do? How did you mess that up? I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. You get going after it now. These islands, Russia, now attacking Kazakhstan.
Also, they have the entire army from Kaliningrad. The Russian army in Kaliningrad. Yeah, it's kind of inaccurate. I don't know about these provinces. They didn't invade,
at least we'll have a force that we can send out. It's scary going into Pakistan, but you know, a lot of the West likes Pakistan. They might be pissed off at me. People even like me to move my troops because this island's so small, I can't click on it. For the most part, people like, actually, India weirdly kind of doesn't like me, but everyone else does. Is China worth India yet? Not yet, but China's...
Eventually, I'm agree with the guy.
What if I just took out Singapore real quick? Oh, hell no, we don't want to attack that. Damn, never mind. I forgot they started off with stuff. Oh, crap. The Chinese are getting out down here. What are they doing? Oh, crap. They were taking over all these islands. Okay, we don't want that. I don't know why I'm trying. This is the most impossible shit. Holy crap. Please, China. Where are you going at? It's always China. They're coming down here, eating up all the islands. My military, can we get this out? Laos been just defeated. Now, China's going after Fiji. Oh, no. How much is this? We can maybe fight one of these divisions.
And what happens is complete annexation.
Dang it, that was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me. Well, it's too late. Even Greenland got freaking Greenland with 100. That's it. Oh my, you're killing me. I don't want to attack New Guinea by myself. I'd rather someone else help me. We have to have some people out to attack. Yo, what if I just go kill Greenland?
The guy just came back. How would you know? He just finished.
Okay, wait. Can you guys stop? Just steals me from Greenland. That's it. I'll take it. Something. This is gonna double our land. Oh no, it might be gone by then. France declared war on South Korea. This is a completely chaotic world. I go to war with China. They will instantly kill me. Obviously, it's the Vietnamese. Oh, the Vietnamese are now okay. France declared war on Marshall Island. I don't even know if I want to leave this. Everyone's going crazy at my stuff. Yeah, this is not even gonna be there by the time we get there. I might want to change directions. Maybe if the Vietnamese lose everything, or if Russia starts dying. Russia's not completely dead. Now, I think now because there's a population that low, I would assume there has to be bigger peasant revolts in more population centers. But actually, maybe that's not how it works. Do you actually want something that's gonna steal your body from you? United South Korea. I actually don't know what to do.
Next up, the Czechs will declare war on Switzerland. On these things. You don't have a big of a also, big war is going on in this area between all of our navies. Yes, we have a navy. We have the navy of war. We're about to get the navy.
I mean, Nauru has some nice beaches. Like I said, Nauru faces a lot of environmental issues, but it's an island nation, and then we're gonna get the cold Siberian wilderness. We're going after Russia, and I'm just going to pray. I beg you that.
We don't invade, but the invasion from Switzerland can be like for the north because of the Alps. We have to make it to France, but then we get pushed out. This, I am paying attention to the.
Oh no! You know what's crazy? We might be able to fight that, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna run back to my island and pray they don't run all the way down gradually. If I'm lucky, they will just run away. Dude, if we can stay at this speed, oh, they're gonna just try to take this stuff back. Damn it. Oh, okay. I thought that was
Should we take Slovenia?
We now no longer have this. Luckily, no one even batted an eye. Can you guys go kill Russia, please? I wonder if the world's gonna be more like
and boom.
This sucks because I have a mutual enemy with everybody who watched that very closely. This is literally like their entire troop count. I don't think they have anything else than this. I don't want to have to be the one. We do not want to fight that. Someone else is about to fight that. It's incredible because I am now ranked number 100, and I'm still above that, and I'm above all these other nations. I'm almost 150th place. Just need to keep on surviving. I have no more liquidity, so I cannot bring up anything else. So the U.S. we can maybe go to war with the Papua New Guinea nation. I need literally anything. I'll take one of these random islands. So that's China right there. Start things off. I just want another island to triple the size of my empire. Literally, that island is probably way bigger than Nauru. And good. They should be taking out all the peasant revolts for me.
So we want to kind of like an Austro-Hungarian empire revive. And I think it's about time that they start trying to aiming at the Poland. But they still want to unite the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So they declare war on Bosnia, Montenegro, Romania, and Romania. They also declare war on these guys to make a way bigger Austro-Hungarian Empire. Wait, that's the wrong.
Why are you going here? Don't do that. Don't do that, you idiot. Get up in there. Get up in there. We need as much as we can take. I think we've like quadrupled in size. I already said that was the 16 tuplets at this point. I'd like to.
With such a big invasion, they have.
Nice. We're squeezing it out. Push him. Oh, no. Oh, crap. You're so slow.
It's such invasion because I don't. But Bosnia is very mind. So we use snipers to finish off Bosnia and also most air seas to finish. we invade and eventually Montenegro would collapse and I would be the same focus. We'd mostly go after Transylvania.
I'm getting the worthless stuff. AI shouldn't be mad about this. Sorry if you actually live in this part of Russia and you watch this video right now. Which I seriously doubt. But first grabbing these islands, which I know they've always wanted, come on Japan, go in. Go in. Yes, it's gotta be it. Although the Romanians have kind of thrown off some stuff, the European advance. Last time there was no peasant revolts. Also, how does the
and eventually Romania would collapse. So let's take a look at this peace treaty.
I would feel like they can only peasant revolt so many times at the same time, as long as they don't know. There's only 4,000 right now. There could be more, but like I said, nobody lives out here. I think it does correlate with population because when I invade India, it's really bad. Like the peasant revolts are insane. I don't know what the actual term is, but in Paradox games they're called peasant revolts. You know, citizen revolts. Holy crap. Okay, don't go that way. So come on, I hate the AI sometimes. They're so dumb. Just get all this stuff. So like I said, we are not getting pretty much any population out here. This is actually crazy.
So take Transylvania. And then we also and puppet.
Japan's gonna help me. If I could just get this edge, I'll be totally happy with that. You love your islands for whatever reason. What am I talking about? We are Nauru. We obviously love islands. Russia still have no troops. They still have no troops. I got scared there for a second. Okay, so we will counter random Japanese soldiers soon. Why would you go that way?
There'll be lots of ideas from, but eventually we'd come to the conclusion that the best would be just to annex them. Because we do need to take Italian and Polish lands. I just don't want to fight that. Why don't we? I wonder if Japan will deal with that for me. You know what? I might even just leave that alone. The citizens will take some of their land back. I'm just gonna go back this way. You can take some of it, not all of it back. Right now, it's projecting it's gonna take about that. It's only 13,000. I'll let Russia or China, Japan, whatever Japan do. We are except we have the
take some of it back and go east. 09. All right. Oh man. We can now actually recruit 1,000.
And then so Bosnia will take all this land and pretty much have a.
This way. Oh, did they just disappear? How does that work? I think they pop back up if we come back over there. Or maybe the Japanese sniped them. I don't know. Well, I would just like nice clean borders, so just take this. Yeah, Japanese might be sniping them. I'm gonna
so now with this Czech Empire, they would need some air. So first that they would ally with Spain. And with the Spanish and the Brits. And Spanish and Brits. Oh yeah, and eventually Portugal would join this alliance. And Ireland will also join it. So now with this alliance, the Czechs look to invade Italy, share the land.
Good, yeah, get the islands, I guess. You're gonna go this way. I want you to go this way. I want two. Look at how massive Nauru is. This is actually.
I have to do this every time.
Ugh! What even is that? Was that worth it? It was like 3 folders, though. That's about it. Which could be very effective in our army that isn't that powerful. So
they could warn Italy to try to spread to the Spanish, because Spain does have, because southern Italy is quite Spanish.
We might begin to watch this. Let's see. Oh, there's nobody up here either. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. You're enjoying your bro. I don't know where the Japanese went. Okay, they're fit. Okay, yeah. Give me some of this northern cool stuff. If anyone should control the North Pole, it should be Nauru. Troops, but I wish we had more backup than just Japan right now. Honestly, I don't think we're causing enough damage to Russia as a nation to affect the other AIs to actually send things over.
We would invade. The Czechs would probably invade from more slowly though, because of the Alps. That's why but after the get out of the house. The invasion will do.
8,000. We have to fight 8,000. Yeah, we handle that crazy. Japanese are not fans of what we do, but I don't know what they do. This is our only hope. Keep
We'll take these
moving
2
down
islands they used to own.
Japanese on. Good. They're fighting
And
revolts.
then they
Nice.
go after the
That's gonna
odds.
actually
So,
slow them down because that's pretty big. That's
and
a
actually, I'm using
Russian
this because it's
here. I want to try to
not
get
just a lighter version.
as possible. Let's keep it up. That's gonna be a thorn in the Japanese side for a while.
And eventually, the Spaniards turned it on.
Risky. I mean, I don't really know that AI judges aggression, but AI judges player aggression. Obviously, this is like fighting words. If I saw someone do this in a game, I would try to slit their throat. Don't want to get too close to that stack, but I know that stack is probably.
But the Czechs will the Geneva engine and take on to them. Now the peace deals would go. Now let's take a look at this PCD.
Make 6K guys now. I might as well. Okay, we can completely cut off the Japanese from that side. I think those Russian citizens are probably still there. I just can't see them yet. Oh, okay, we don't want to fight that. I don't want to fight that. We can take your land back. Don't shoot. Oh no, not again. Oh, that's 70,000. Ooh, this is risky.
The Czechs will take the north. And
maybe because I ran into him, I might as well take him out. I mean, at least provide support. Let's get over here. You're handling this pretty easily. Okay, we didn't really lose much from that. Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of Russians that are starting to rise up. They don't like
this would go to
Nauruans. I don't know. I could probably fight this.
the rest would go to Spain. So we would see
Okay, China's coming out. Oh crap! I don't really know what to do.
Portugal.
Time to marinate. I needed more time to let this land sit in my empire. At least I get 2K. At least we're somewhat defending the capital. I don't know what China's gonna take.
Portugal.
Take my main island. They just want to get that. That sucks. Just it's not the worst thing ever. The AI might leave me alone. Oh, good. We have Nauru peasants rising up. Yes, Nauru Russian peasants. Unbelievably, we're ranked 50th in the world right now. Ooh, I hope the Chinese don't start fighting. Well, the good thing is they took out those Russian peasants on this side. They might be leaving this stuff alone now. How big is that stack? That would not be a fun stack. Ooh, last time we saw Russians here. Turkey's now leaving Russians.
No,
That's not good. So they would eventually kill each other.
Eventually, these two. What?
Everything else is just noise. Man, it's killing me already. Sweating. You know how intense of a battle this is. If we get up to 1%, that would be crazy. Be able to consistently rise up like 4K troops, which is obviously not going to be enough to really do that much damage, but kill those guys nice and easy. We really have much.
Iberia would get united after a short war. A rebellion goes in Portugal and shot the anti-Portuguese who would take over. But there was already some tensions in the alliance with Portugal. But the same would go with Ireland, as Ireland would get scared. They leave the alliance and declare war on it. Spain and so Spain would use their enhanced and very powerful need to invade. Because, yes, Spain had, but it wasn't very weak. It wasn't very that hard. It was mostly focused to defend the north. That's where most of the major cities are. And anyways, in the north we would see the British take the coastlines, which is just capitulate.
Revolts are really intense in the very beginning, but it definitely feels like they. I guess I do like that my regiments take the path of least resistance, my bad, well, except for this case.
Spain would unite Iberia.
I don't like this. Do not get close to the Chinese, please. We're just begging for them to come after us. But I hope the Chinese are kind of distracted with a lot of other things right now. Okay. These are just. Oh, that's perfect. I will save you there. You can actually have that. I wish that was bigger. I wish that revolt was a lot bigger, just to sit there and tour the Chinese from coming over here. See how where they drop the czar? Let's take that. Take that nuclear wasteland. Pakistan's finally been defeated. Now, since this is all in retrospect, just attacking Russia was a genius idea. I'm kind of glad I never got too much. I do want to take away from this. There's a lot to take. Not that much, but yeah. But with one declaration of war, we ended up being able to take a lot. The Americans are really focused on Africa right now. Okay. I think this is it. We're gonna kill Russia together if they. Oh crap! Holy crap, America! You guys are nuts. This is actually scary.
What's if France decided to declare war on the US? And they are kind of stupid. Because they are surrounded by the UK from the north, the Spanish from the south, and the Czechs from the east. They still have French Guiana. The French Guiana rebelled like a year ago, and now most of these. So yeah, France is tough. But France knows from the mistakes. Now they would be small invasions from here because they also take this island.
Let's just fight one for now. Okay, I know how to do this. We have to be very careful. Good. Don't do that. Cut this way. Okay, I don't think these guys are shooting at us. Got them. Now we just move right here, and we should be able to get these guys pretty easily. Bam, and got them. Okay.
That's what made what they could take from you. Now there will be invasions like this, because so they connect even. Finally, the British would invade the non. And you know how the Germans did the Guess Who Is in Paris? Yeah, guess who is in Paris? The British. Guess who was in Paris? The British. But the French would not want to surrender because of. And they still have a couple major cities. Spain will add them. It connect up and finally the signal border with Spain. Because they want to build them here. Guess who was in Paris? Eventually, but they weren't supposed to with every single one. And now that they all bother each other, they goes the guess who was in Paris? Guess who was in this city? These guys and these guys. So yeah. France would fight back with. And with the combined power of the Spanish and Brits, they take this, and the peace deal and they would be in peace deal now. Did the British and Spanish did the British and Spanish do the most work? Yes. There was a giant mountain range that was kind of just defending us over here. And there's also a mountain range over here. And so the British kind of did the most work. They all get peace.
there's a button, like, give them the most brutal death imaginable. I want the Nauru people to be, like, extremely barbaric in the way they handle things. I mean, if we would have done that, there'd probably be less resistance. They just keep popping up. I mean, I give Argentina credit. They just do not stop popping up. I don't care if I have to kill my entire division. I'm going to take out Argentina. I want this on my side. Where are all the Nauru Russians? Why are they, like, right down
But they agree that the capital city is not allowed to be taken. So Spain, so yeah, they agree to that, but they do get, so France does get a new government instead. Spain gains this.
Thank you. That feels good, not gonna lie, because that was so annoying. But gonna lose everything else. Oh, Germany's over here. And Germany's also declaring war on Nauru. We got a little bit too powerful. I wish I would have checked where we
Spain continues to finally unite all of Iberia. With the purchase of Gibraltar, Spain gets all of Iberia. They force France to put Paris here, which the French do. If the capital city is over here, okay, I don't know. France is entire border. France is allowed to keep that. Yeah, France can die, but they are also exist because they only took. But they still don't have all the land. So they want to take, and they want to connect up with Kaliningrad. So if they attack Germany, they're solo. If they attack Poland, they're also solo. Also in this universe, Ukraine pushed out the Russians, and Georgia also pushed out the Russians.
Here we go.
Creation of war against Polska.
United States of America in dummy nation. Which, by the way, if you like this content, please consider subscribing. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers. We've been able to achieve this in almost 3 years exactly. I feel really blessed. People really like when I play these types of games. Thank goodness, because I definitely do. They're so weird, but so thought-provoking. So we're already the #1 nation on Earth here. We can
immediately Polska.
Anything we want. Now, we definitely don't want to attack other native nations. Jeez, look at all these alliances that have around the world. There's also Japan and Australia. Why don't I have one with New Zealand? I think basic key to this game here is to attack the crap out of Africa. I just want to eat that up. Especially because South America will definitely unite against me. I've already made plenty of enemies in Latin America throughout my US history. Eventually gaining enough power to, of course, conquer China, because that would pretty much lead us to victory. I think Russia will inevitably collapse. Maybe they'll need help, but Russia's not as scary as China, obviously. We're a pretty big military.
Our people wouldn't defend.
Extremely aggressive. We're just gonna go for it. Not gonna worry about being like the 5th or 6th nation to finally declare war. We can declare the first war. Who cares? We got so many friends. Of course, NATO will probably inevitably break up.
Poland is only arguments down here. They only got past the mountains because Poland is really just flat. Germany would think about the war, but Polska would start.
Also, I like it. It's a little bit further away. That way we can get some time to roll by. Maybe another conflict around the world will break out, and it did. Suriname's a good one, Guyana. So are we gonna want to maybe make a little divergence here and go after that one guy? I got immediately obliterated. Go after either one of
So let's take a look at the peace treaty.
Talk about in South America here. I don't know why they're not cheap, but the kids, they adopted children. I don't know. They speak a different language. They have way different faiths. I mean, this is literally France, so that's a European country. I'm just kind of watching. I guess, yeah, we're going to go ahead and tag. I don't think I can stop it if I wanted to. But yeah, they have no friends, so it should be fine. So this will be a nice new foothold in South America here. Literally the Monroe Doctrine 2.0. A misunderstanding between Bolivia and Peru's happened. Alright, we're heading straight on over to Guyana.
Eventually,
This second
we
attack,
threaten Moldova and also threaten Ukraine.
they don't have any alliances, so it should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and send these reinforcements. Is that... Oh, that's just kind of... I'll wait. Absolutely rolling over these guys. Italy's declared war on San Marino. That's weird. Also, Italy's going after Switzerland. Okay, I'm glad another NATO nation is kind of being aggressive. I wonder if Italy will pull themselves into a war with the Arab League. Now, are we really getting much from this? No, not at all. But it's nice new territory, especially because we want to attack...
Eventually,
we really don't like Venezuela. Ooh, I don't like that. Mexico kind of likes
we would declare war on Germany. That these guys will all get congratulations.
I don't think. Well, I have seen Latin American nations definitely attack the USA. People definitely attack
So
the USA.
why call this a land crisis?
Their force and protect our lands. It'd be good to let Latin America cool down.
Land crisis.
Super happy. Oh, it's just Venezuela and Cuba that's kind of gotten more mad.
Germany says that they now belong to them because of the majority German, but they do belong. But that's just a good portion of the world. Plus, I say that they're Czech.
Italian-Swiss war in 2024 or 2025, that would not be easy for them. I think the Italians would honestly struggle with that. It's so mountainous. They've been preparing for a war, a defensive war, for decades now, over 100 years in fact. Well, Liberia actually has a good amount of troops to actually do this.
The Brits would take all of the Benelux. Yeah, this is taking me 32 minutes, and this might be one of the final ones. A naval invasion, and pretty much most of Germany is also on the great European plane. Yay. So let's take a look at this piece. We decide that the Czechs can take all of Germany to end.
This is interesting because this kind of is doing a little bit of movement. I feel like, Serbia's also going crazy in the Balkans. But it's new to see countries actually attacking each other in Africa. That's sometimes happens. There's a few conflicts going on, right?
So this is the Great Czech Empire. This is the Great Czech Empire return. The Czechs. So let me just show the capital of each one of these countries. So Spain has their capital still in Madrid. They're very powerful. The Brits are weaker, but still have their capital in London. And the Czechs have somewhere here in Prague. What do you need? What would this mean? So they are trying to go out to Africa, and might continue trying to get their foothold over, even more over Europe. You might invade Russia, and they might also invade countries like Greenland, maybe even not Canada or US.
Straight through the Amazon rainforest. We love that. How is this horse doing? Good. They're doing great, especially by bringing those reinforcements.
So let me just read these guys.
That's the most important thing. Tajikistan has declared war on Turkey. That's a weird one.
Anyways, guys, I'll see you in my first time rapping video. What if the Czech Republic I'm going to try to make their own empire? This now with Kaliningrad as a puppet. Why did they annex Kaliningrad first? Well, they actually puppeted Kaliningrad. They probably had, because of the longer story for a little bit, it definitely was something like this. We might be able to go like that or like that, and if we have to go like this, you definitely want to do this and puppet coding. No, but we did because we don't bother. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And face of you at 10,000 subs.